inside. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above
Testing
the
1 2.
sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show.
Test, hello, testing, test.
I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around. to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. Trying to protect your soul. Trying to protect your soul.
Here we go.
Testing. Testing 1 2 testing. Testing 1 2 testing.
Bueno. Sounds like someone's enjoying another Kinder Bueno sound breaks. Whether you're feeling a little energized or chill, there's a Kinder Bueno sound breaks to match your mood. Look for special Kinder Bueno packs in store. Then simply scan the code, listen to your exclusive sound breaks track, and enter for the chance to win a set of headphones.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, welcome to Virtual Cycling Power Series 3 race. Actually, you can see that the guys are going to start soon, in less than a minute. Yeah, so our commentator will be reaching soon. We have Yijun and another surprise commentator. Right now we have the start list. We have Ian Chia from Team Garcia. We have Iman Pua from FNB Racing. We have Azvan bin Faisal. I think it's Arfan. Arfan from Matador Racing. We have Colin Mitchell. We have James, Martin, Philip Ambaster, Andy Mirza, Caleb Tan, Darrello, Emil, Evan, Frank, Chia Feng, Chia Wei, Nick, Ralph, Roman, Samuel and Satya, Sanru, Kenhu, Muhammad Muhaimin and Reza. Yeah, so this is the Dragon's Flight. Yeah, you can see right. Actually, they just started the race, and you can see right now that everybody's going very strong. It's a hill race, so we have a total of a bunch of riders. I can't remember how many riders. Okay.
Yeah, so we are live now, so we are still actually getting ready. And now we have, actually the race has just started about 1 minute 27 seconds ago. And now on this list, as you can see, the riders are punching out. There's a total of 22 riders for today. And we will see how fast will they complete this route. Yeah. So as you can see here on the front pack itself, there is Raf. So Raf Ko, he's a new rider. So I think we met him when we did the collab race itself. So that was the first time we met him. And then there's James Hansen from Specialized Mavericks, Zhan Rui from Crank Dynasty, Frank is from FNB, Satya, he's from Team Altitude Bikes, Afan Faisal, everyone know him, so Matador Racing, one of the national riders as well. Ian Chia from Garcia, so he came late and almost couldn't start. And then we have Reza from Matador and the rest of the team. So you can see here the rest of the team, they are still cycling in a pack because we haven't hit the hills yet. So I think just for a trial today, anyway we're live, so we have a guest today, Joanne. So Joanne is our guest commentator. We will be turning on the camera in a short while. So you all will see how Joanne is like. Then maybe let me allow Joanne to give a quick introduction of herself.
Hello everyone, I'm Joanne. I'm actually a freelance MC. So I just came here today just to know more about the e-sporting community and how it is like. So I'd like to thank Eugene here who has given me the opportunity to join you guys for today. And I'm looking forward to see how this race will turn out. So all the best guys. See you guys in a bit.
Yeah, so I think we're still trying to get the camera set up. And hopefully you all can see our face soon. But looking at the pack now, I think it's quite interesting. So actually, Joanne, just to let you know, today it's a hill scratch. So hill scratch just basically means that they'll race to the finish based on finishing position. And then obviously because there's hills, so there's 3 hills today that they will climb.
I see. Looking at the landscape, it looks pretty much country-like, somewhat like what you will see overseas. More like, I would say, it's something like VR in a way, so it's actually quite calming in a sense. Instead of like, when you cycle, you just like seeing the blank wall.
Correct. So actually, is this what you expect of, so when we started, when you reach out for this volunteer MC opportunity, like how do you portray or how do you imagine virtual cycling to be?
I would think virtual cycling is more somewhat indoor and you will not be going to the center itself just to cycle. But this one seems quite different, and when I actually approached the center, I was surprised to see so many spin cyclists in the center. It's a small enclosed space.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, so welcome to our humble studio, our humble location. So this is where we usually run our competition, and the room that you are in now, this is where we do our live stream. It used to be a storeroom. That's why you see that there's still other stuff around, but this is where we usually do our live stream.
I see. So maybe Ichin, can you tell me a bit more, especially for our new participants here, what is virtual cycling about and why we started this e-sports competition?
So actually virtual cycling started actually quite long ago, about maybe 2010, when Zwift, another platform, actually first started virtual cycling in the world. But ever since then, virtual cycling has grown, and especially so in the esports scene in Singapore. We Virtual Cycling SG, VSG, we actually started officially about 1 year ago. And then our main goal is actually to put esports cycling as one of the competition kind of a sport during the SEA Games 2029 when Singapore run the SEA Games itself. Yeah, so that's the background story of how we get started.
Oh, okay. Actually, that's quite interesting and pretty cool. Yeah, because we don't really see much of the esports inside.
Yeah,
especially for cycling, whereby cycling, we always know it to be cycling outdoors or rather in like triathlon, for example, or other sports-related competition. Very rare to have it like esports.
Yeah. So as you can see now on the screen itself, the riders, they are slowly approaching the hill. So you can see on the bottom part, what's showing is actually where they are. So the arrow, the down arrow, they are starting at the bottom of the hill, and on the top right-hand corner, you can actually see it's 3% now. So to give you a gauge, have you ever been to Mount Faber?
Yes.
Yeah, so Yeah, so Mount Faber, if you drive up, is about 4 to 6%. So this is actually still fairly easy. But later, once they hit the steeper part of the hill, that's where the things will start to get challenging.
Oh, I see. And I think I can see on the monitor we should have 3 hills
Yeah,
that the participants will need to cross over.
correct,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
So looks like there are a few people in the lead now in this event. Wow, it's quite fast, about like 8.2, 9 meters. Can't
Yeah.
really see because the numbers are jumping. Then right behind him is Valve 19 from Singapore.
Yes, correct. So actually, I think for most of them, they are Singaporean riders. So I think just to give you a background, because it's your first time, although you saw the list, but you don't know them personally. So I think like what I mentioned earlier, there's a few people to actually look out for during this race. Philip Armbruster. So Philip Armbruster, he's an expert in Singapore, but he has been very active in our virtual cycling scene. Last year, I think during our national championship in 2024, he came in, I think second or third in his category. And then he will be the hot favorite for this time. So we did a polling before this event. Then we asked, who do you think will win? So out of I think 20 riders or 20 participants who voted, he got like 12 votes.
Oh,
So more than half think that he will win this first part of the race. And just to let you know, so these 22 riders, they comprises of Cat A and Cat B riders. So Cat A riders, so how we differentiate the riders are A, B, C, D are, obviously A are the riders who can put out more power and have a higher watt power per kg per body weight. And then as you go down, you can look at D are the amateur cyclists who are just started cycling, and then the competitions slowly go up as you climb up the rank. So Philip Armbruster, he's from Cat A, and the rest of the riders here is a mix of Cat A and Cat B itself.
Oh, I see. So just to check, you're saying that all the participants, they can sign up for which category they are in, or would it be slotted randomly for registration?
So usually when they sign up, if you have joined our race before, we know your race data, so we can slot you into the according wave. But if let's say it's your first time, usually we ask the rider to send over a FTP test. FTP test in cycling is a way to actually gauge how fit or how powerful you are, and we use the FTP power to actually slot them into their category.
Oh, I see. Alright, that's really cool.
Yeah. So here you can see, so up front is still Philip Armbruster. So just to give you a introduction to the table on the right, because you'll still be doing a commentary later, the speed itself, so 27, 29 is how fast they are going. But if the things start turning red, it means that they're actually sprinting and putting out actually very fast speed.
Oh, I see. So when it's blank, it means that they're not really exerting much speed.
Or rather when
Okay,
it's
yeah.
white color,
Okay, white colour.
yeah, it means
Yeah.
it's still okay. So then, as you can see, just to give you an introduction to how this interface works, is on the bottom is obviously the map. The white arrow is where they are, and then the right side is the leaderboard. The top right hand corner is actually the map. Usually, it's not applicable to us, but it's applicable to the rider because they will want to know how the map is actually looking like. Yeah, when they do their tactical move. So here, in a climbing race, maybe most of the attack will actually come somewhere on the hill, but we don't know where. So later, once you see somebody's number going orange or red, that's where they start making the power.
Okay. I think that's quite a really interesting indicator to know like who is speeding up and who needs to catch up in a way. So looking at the map over there, do the participants need to complete only one round?
Yeah,
Of that one?
correct. So this, I mean, in the game itself, we can set how many laps they do, but for this map itself, they complete just one lap, which is, as you can see on the bottom of the map, you just complete 3 hill, and the finishing line is where the finishing flag is.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So I think this is actually a hilly race is quite boring in a sense because the riders will start getting eliminated one by one because the front people will keep pushing the pace, and eventually the pack will get more and more strung out, and the people who cannot keep up, they'll just get dropped. So later, as you can see, maybe I'll show you, if we go to the last rider, we try to go to, I think they're all still together. Yeah, I think if you go to Frank, or even out at the back. Yeah, so I think we have VSG 20. I think VSG 20 is one of the riders who just came in. That's Jing Kang. So he's one of our VSG Academy riders. So you can see the riders are starting getting dropped. If you cannot follow the pack, I think highly likely that will be the end, because in cycling, if you don't follow the pack and the pack has draft effect, so essentially you lose that draft effect and it's harder for you to catch up eventually.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So as you can see, the riders will start getting dropped one by one. So I think in this Healy race, it's really a matter of who lasts the longest. And then yeah, so we have our VSG 20. I think this rider, he's dropped already, and he will be on his own likely for the rest of the race.
Oh.
So that's how scary
That's why it's
cycling.
scary, for cycling.
Correct. Yeah. So there are a few. Maybe then now let's go back to the front of the pack. So afterwards, so actually you all don't see it now, but actually we have Ari in this room with us. He's from Toju Motion. So Ari is the controller for today. So how our live stream setup is, there will always be one controller followed by maybe 1 to 2 commentator, and then the rest of the Toju Motion crew will actually be outside doing either the photography, the videography, or the roam cam. So I think the roam cam as of now is being set up, so eventually later we'll be able to see, so actually the roam cam is set up. So as you can see here on the right side, that's the screen that we are seeing, correct? The right, yeah. So that's the screen which the YouTube riders are actually, or YouTube spectators are actually seeing. So that is the room cam itself. So currently we are showing Jing Kang. Jing Kang is one of our VSG Academy rider. So I think, and then on this side there's Emil. So Emil, he's from Team Garcia. So I mean I know them because I know who they are. So he's from Team Garcia. He's promising. He's 13 years old. And during the cat and mouse race, he actually, he did quite well in the previous race itself. So afterwards, if you have any interest to get the controller to zoom into any particular rider, you can just let them know. It's quite easy anyway. Yeah, this is, although we are live, but it is what it is. Yeah, yeah. So and I think for y'all can't see, but I think the god of live stream, Fitra, has just entered the room. So if y'all don't know, we actually have a picture of him in our live stream room. So
so if you want to know how he looks like, can just like ask any of us.
Yeah. So anyway, everyone know how they look like that. So we have been partnering with Toju for quite a while now. Yeah. So as you can see, they are still going easy. It's still the first hill, and they are just going over the first hill. We don't see any attack. If you see any attack, likely the numbers will turn red. I think they will likely attack at the second hill. So on the map itself, as you can see, yellow means it's getting steeper. Green means like okay lah, it's climbable, maybe 3 to 4%. But as it turns red, it will start to go towards very steep gradient. Yeah.
I see.
And now I think we have an attack there, so you can see the numbers start turning a bit green.
Yeah, a bit greenish, yellowish.
Then you start turning red. So that is where an attack is happening. So you can see.
Yeah.
So
Colin
Mitchell.
Colin Mitchell is at the front. Now it's Samuel FNB.
Yeah. And then and then I think there's a couple of the other riders as well. Correct. So we will see how it actually turns out for them. Like Fitra, do you want to sit down? Yeah. So anyway, so maybe Joanne, give us a bit more introduction about yourself.
Okay, so as mentioned, I'm a freelance MC, so
Yeah.
I've been hosting for about close to 2 years already. So some of the events I've done is, I would say, a mixture of formal and informal events, such as workshops, conferences, dinner dances, and then I was quite interested to look into the esports section, the esports competition side, especially for the live streaming, commentary, because something that I haven't really done before, and I want to expand my horizon and also know how to do a live commentary, which is why I approached to Yiqing, Random Virtual Cycling, to know more about it. So thank you so much.
Welcome. Yeah, because I mean for us, anybody that's willing to come and commentate is always fun because we're just growing the sport for now. So usually we have a big competition, maybe one or two big competition. These are like the small side competition that we have. So usually we will not spend too much financial resources on the MC for now. But eventually when come the big event where we hold like a inter-school competition, for example, then we will actually hire MC, which we will then invite you as well to come and commentate for us in the future.
So maybe Yiqing, can you tell me a bit more what kind of competitions do you usually host?
So we do, so this is VSG Power Series. It's part of a 5 to 6 series where different race will be different, kind of a racing type. So today it's climb, so Healy Scratch. So we always host like maybe one competition every month, but we try to host it across different kind of a competition format. Like the previous month one was elimination. Yeah, so today we are doing a Healy Scratch. Correct.
I see. After Healy Scratch, will we have another elimination series to the end?
Yeah, correct. So that's the one that we intend to do eventually as well.
I see. actually quite looking forward to how this race and also the other categories for the upcoming races will turn out. Then
Yeah.
I think right now we can see the participants are actually quite hard at work trying to cycle and get to the front. So now we see Philip Ambassador still at the front.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we have a few more catching up behind.
Yeah. So just to give you a bit of context, I think Ralph is a very strong rider. So that's who he is. But we know very little of him because he only came for one competition. We know him through there's a Tour de France Prudential Criterium event that we helped to host, training event that we helped to host last year. That's how we get to know him. Philip, very strong rider, like what I mentioned earlier. Afan, he's a national rider. I can't remember how old he is, but he's early 20s, still in his university, so he will definitely be one of the top favorite. As you can see now, numbers are turning red.
Numbers are turning red.
But
yeah.
it's because they are going downhill, so you see it's -9, -8%. So that's why the speed will increase lah.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
like regular cycling.
Correct.
Yeah, I can see now the numbers are turning slightly redder for Val, Chenhu, Philip,
Yeah,
Jianwei.
yeah. So actually, that's Hu Chen because I think because we put the first name in front.
Oops.
Yeah, so he's Hu Chen. So
Hu Chen.
yeah, so anyway, he's also a very strong rider. So last year when we did this similar format, he actually won the KOM, King of Mountain.
Oh.
Yeah, but last year was a bit different. It's how fast they take to climb 2 mountains. But this time it's really
wow,
race
wow,
to the
wow.
finish. Correct. Yeah, so I think that's where they are now. Yeah. So I think it's interesting to see how the riders are actually going downhill together because technically if you're a lighter rider, you won't be able to keep up because as you know, the heavier you are, the more momentum you carry. So similar to virtual cycling, they carry over this aspect as well. So you have to be somewhat like a kind of a slightly heavier rider in order to really keep up with the pack. Otherwise, you really have to sprint or pedal hard downhill. Yeah. So
That's
this
quite true.
correct. So this is the front pack. I think we now have Colin. I think Colin has dropped because I'm not sure is it because of his weight, but eventually he will catch up. Eventually, and let's look behind Andy, and I think that behind there's Iman, Andy together. There's also Reza from Matador. I don't know what he put as a race, but he's Reza. So Samuel, FNB, I think Ian. Then we have the third group, which is Martin. 33 seconds. And then the rest of the riders are behind. So I think the front riders are all the Cat A, Cat B riders, Cat A riders. Yeah, so as you can see now, they are slowly regrouping. They are taking it slow because now it's a climb uphill again.
Climb uphill again, yeah.
Correct.
I'd
Yeah.
like to know a bit more if we have time, maybe after the race, how do they strategize, conserve the energy, especially with the uphill races and going downhill, it can be quite a change in energy.
Correct. So I think I did this trial last week. I mean, as the race organizer, we always trial the route. So what we did was, or rather, my strategy was to really pedal hard uphill, because you don't have to worry when you're cycling indoor, you won't topple or anything. So really pedal hard uphill, and because for me I'm slightly heavier, I'm not really a lightweight person. So I just need to make sure that I get to the downhill faster than those lighter riders, so that in the downhill, my momentum will carry me faster than the rest of them. So that was my strategy. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, but as you can see now, this is a very steep part. So if you look at the map below, the arrow is actually at the yellow/red section, and if you look at the top right-hand corner, it's actually 10%. 10% is very steep. There are some routes in Singapore that are 10%, but not those that cars will go. I can't really think of any that cars will go at the moment, but there are some routes that are like 9-10%, but it's very rare. You don't really see that often in Singapore. Correct.
I see. Yeah, that's quite true. I also agree with you. We don't really see these kind of routes in Singapore. Usually, the common cycling routes we'll see is like maybe not so uphill. It can be a more straight path.
Yeah.
With a few more turns here and there.
Correct. So essentially, as you can see now at the start, I think they are starting a second hill. If they didn't attack at the front, maybe their energy is half gone already. This is really the test about who can really last longer and faster. So here itself, you can see Philip has actually broken away. Yeah, and then because he's light and he's powerful. And then we have second, which is Afan. But unfortunately, I think Afan's weight might be heavier than Philip. So at a steeper section, it will be easier for actually Philip to really pedal upwards. And then we look at our third rider, Ralph. So I think Ralph is doing very well together with Zhan Rui. So Zhan Rui is from Crank Dynasty. It's his first time racing with us. I don't really know much about him. I hope to know more about him after this race, but yeah, kudos to him to really be able to keep up with the front pack. So he's actually a Cat B rider, but it looks like he can keep up.
Cat A, yeah.
Yeah, he can keep
really
up the Cat A, the rest of Cat A riders as well. And then we have Hu Chen. Yeah, Hu Chen. So obviously Hu Chen last year he was the winner for our KOM, and then he is still at the front pack and actually catching up. They might be conserving energy, we don't know, because there's still one more hill to go. And then we have Colin Mitchell at the back as well, slowly catching up to the pack. I think if Colin doesn't catch back to the pack now, he will lose them forever, because this later part will start turn yellow, so they are probably maybe 8 to, on average, 6 to 9%. So this is really the most painful part. So last week when I tried the route, this is actually the most painful part that will really burn your legs.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, correct. And then now we go back to James. So James Hansen from Specialized Mavericks. So so James is a strong rider, but I think because he is slightly heavier as well, he's quite tall also. So compared to the other riders at the front, he will have a disadvantage when it comes to pure climbing.
I see.
You have Ian 12. So Ian Chia, he is from Team Garcia. He is one of the promising rider, and I think he's in the national development squad. He's Cat A, of course, and he was only substituted in yesterday because his friend couldn't make it. So he was a last minute substitution. Yeah, and then we have Andy at the back, 4 seconds. So Andy is our strong supporter for virtual cycling. I think he recently just moved to. So Andy, he is. His name is pronounced Andy, not Andy. So Andy, he is a new rider in FNB. I don't know whether how long has he joined FNB Racing, which is another racing team in Singapore, but he's racing under them for now. And you have Reza from Matador and Samuel FNB and Iman, the rest who are in this group number 4, as you can see on the table.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe let's take a look at the group 6 to 10. We click on the group, the last final group. You can just click on the, I think you can click on the group. Oh, cannot. Yeah.
Oh, we can't really see.
Yeah, but anyway, we'll look at I think the riders behind, they are actually now, we'll see how far that they can go. And I think the last rider currently is VSG 20, so that's Jing Kang from our VSG Academy. Yeah. So now moving back to the front. So yeah, so they have regrouped. So I think Philip Ambraster, he's currently 27 seconds behind. So you see Philip, he's the leader. Then Afan Faisal group 2, 27 seconds behind. So this group timing, this gap will eventually grow larger and larger as they cycle, more towards the uphill. Yeah. So how do you find this race so far?
I would say that for now, those seems like pretty chill, pretty calm. With only like very few attacks here and there, especially with the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm don't really see any attacks, especially when you're going uphill. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I think it's a natural attrition kind of race. There isn't really a need for attack, because if you attack, you will probably burn yourself out. But instead, the landscape will naturally, eliminate the riders. So you just leave it to the landscape, and then if the riders get eliminated because they cannot keep up, then that's the reality of this race itself.
I see.
Yeah. So maybe now let's go down the list.
Let's go down the list, yeah. Let's see how the other participants are doing.
Yeah, so Iman is a strong rider as well, but I think he just came back from sickness or something. So so this is Iman from FNB Racing, and Andy, next one behind him together with Iman, and Ian. So I think Ian has now dropped to this pack as well, and Reza, Matador, James Hansen. So I think this is the kind of like the second pack, but now they're group 4 because the first pack split up. And then let's go down Martin. Martin, he's a dentist, so he's also one of our loyal supporter for virtual cycling, and he's actually going to attempt Everesting challenge soon. So have you heard about the Everesting challenge?
I've heard about it vaguely, but maybe you can tell me more about it.
Yeah, so the Everesting is 8848, meaning 8,848 meter elevation. That's the height of Mount Everest. So usually riders are either attempt to do this outdoor or they'll attempt to do this indoor. Yeah, so so he is, I think, attempting to do it indoor. So that would be something that he'll be doing for this summer in the next couple of months.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. For this Everest challenge, how many participants usually
Oh, so you
participate
do it own time, own target, and then you just submit your name so that you have completed. But I think he's also, so we have partnered with HCSA. There's this Everesting for Second Chances. So it's part of the Yellow Ribbon project. So we are actually their satellite center for Everesting for indoor cycling if anybody is keen. So I think he's also training to participate in the event as well.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
Correct.
Yeah. So, Eugene, for this Everest challenge, does it mean that participants will need to clock in the amount of distance or time that you cycle?
Yes.
Oh,
Correct.
I see.
Correct. Yeah. So anyway, coming back to the race, so Emil here, he's the Team Garcia, one of the youngest riders, 13 years old. So he's there. And then we have Frank. So Frank is he's from FNB Racing. And then we have the VSG 20, which is Jing Kang. Yeah. So
That's a pretty large distance.
yeah, that's because ultimately, if you let the distance grow, then that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, you will keep growing larger and larger.
Larger.
Yeah. So maybe now let's go back to the front pack. I think they are about to reach the top already.
Okay. So we have Philip, Afan, and
Yeah.
Zhang Wei all the way at the top.
Correct. Yeah, so they have now actually reached the top. So the top is actually just a flat route. It's just a kind of a U-turn. And then it's a time of a moment for rest. But I'm not sure whether we'll really want to rest now, because if I'm him, I will hammer now just to grow the gap even further because they are on flat route. So we'll see whether he hammer. But it looks like he's still probably going strong.
But if you hammer or rather speed up halfway, like especially now that we're approaching the top, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be more difficult to control your speed when going downhill?
I think it doesn't really matter maybe in real life context, yes, but in virtual cycling, it doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't really affect.
Yeah, it doesn't really affect. Correct. Yeah, so it's still okay. Yeah. So this is the first rider, Philip, has actually go over the hill, and now he's on top of the hill. So I think what's going to happen most likely, I don't know. So depending on how things go, the next live stream, you'll be you and maybe Sharu, because if I can race, I think I would want to try and race to clock some mileage. So I think I will seed out the next commentary, and you'll be commentating with Sharu. So Sharu has been with us. He's one of the founders for Toju Motion. So he's our intern that interned with us last year when we started, and he went on to co-found Toju Motion with the rest of the friends at Toju, and he'll be doing the commentating. And he's also a competitive rider, so he'll be able to give you some insights.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. So this is what we are actually doing now.
Okay, you mentioned that there were like 3 different categories. So maybe you can explain a little bit on what is like Cat A, Cat B, Cat C, because I thought usually Cat A, Cat B, Cat C is more like competitive riding, or like you have to clock in like a larger distance compared to other people.
Yeah.
Shorter distance. Yeah.
Yeah, so usually, based on that, I'm just looking at our Instagram, what is the Cat A, Cat B, Cat C. So Cat A is, so as you can see here, Cat A is 3.8 watts per kg, and they must at least hit more than 226 watts. So we look at both watts per kg and also the absolute watts, because if you are a rider who is very heavy, you can put out more power, but that doesn't mean that you will be as competitive as the other riders, because when it comes to watt per kg, you might be actually lower. So that is why there's a consideration of both the watts per kg and the absolute watts. So Cat B is 3.25 and above 193. Cat C is above 2.8 and above 160 watts, and Cat D is anything below.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see.
Alright, so this is how we categorize the rider. So I think what we hope to do at virtual cycling is we try and push up the standard of racing in Singapore so that when riders actually start at Cat D, maybe 1 year later after doing our races, they start to go to Cat C, Cat B. We start to promote a more and increase the level of competitiveness in Singapore. As you, this is interesting, 17%. There's only a few places in Singapore that cars can go, but there's only a few places in Singapore that can hit 15 to 17%. It's actually very hard to, you see, they are really heading so slow. Yeah. So I think, I don't know how sure, but maybe 17 is like, maybe like that.
I think like not so, very steep,
Yeah, so now that's the cresting over of the hill.
Yeah. One question on the categories, are there instances whereby maybe the racers from Cat A, they downgrade to Cat B?
Yes, that's possible. So usually, I mean, it could be, usually most of the cases is when they come back from a break. Then they will ask them for a new FTP power. Maybe after they haven't been cycling for 3 months, they're sick, then they'll be downgraded. That is, of course, because we don't want them to just suffer at the higher cap. Yeah. So, I mean, that's how we actually slot the different riders. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
It's really nice to hear that maybe you check on the rider, see whether they want to downgrade or maybe upgrade. So at least you know like where they're at.
Correct.
So that they won't feel tired along the way.
Yeah. So I don't know, like how was it easy for you to find the place just now?
No, it wasn't easy. But I didn't know it was all the way in the basement.
Yeah, because I forgot to tell you about the place. So we're located at the basement, of course. So usually first timer might find it hard because one lift doesn't serve basement, so it stops at 1. So if you click on the button and that lift come, then you will be wondering where's basement 1. So and we had a busy morning. Usually in the morning, what happens is the rider will come, they'll do their weigh in, then we do the bike check. So the whole morning itself before the race will be the setup. Maybe usually quite busy for us when we try and get the riders onto the bike as soon as possible. Yeah.
I see. So now that you mentioned that you guys are located in the basement, I realized that the mobile connection was really cut off.
Correct.
In terms of Wi-Fi, I couldn't access anything.
Yeah. So if you are Singtel, because there's a Singtel router, so in the building, so you still be able to get connection. But if you're M1 StarHub, any other, then you might have to connect to our studio's Wi-Fi. Correct.
I see.
Yeah. So and as you can see here on the map itself, the arrow, they are actually the first riders are actually finishing up the last hill. So we are looking at Afan now. Afan is about I think 1 minute behind Philip. I mean that's expected. So Philip, is really one of the best rider in Singapore at the moment in terms of hill climbing. So I have a scratch race, and then it will be once you climb over the hill, you're almost ready and done for the race already. So I will expect him to maybe finish in the next 10 minutes or so. 10 to 10 to
But it seems like Afan catching up. I would think that Afan may do an attack.
Yeah, I mean I don't know what's Afan plan. So as a cyclist now at this moment you are hurting, you are really in pain. So that's where actually your trainings, your months of trainings actually come in to bring you to the finishing line. So at this point in time, Afan will be in pain, everyone will be in pain. It's just see who can handle the most pain, assuming their fitness level are all the same. So if I'm Afan, I think mentally, if he has any more, he just has to close the gap. It's either he chooses to decide to close the gap and he bite his teeth and grind it down, or he thinks that there's no chance I can close, I'll just let him go because he's after all second already. Then his goal now is to make sure that Zhan Rui doesn't catch up with him. Correct.
I see.
Yeah. So I think that will be something interesting to see as well.
Yeah, now I can see Ralph already catching up.
Yeah.
Doing an attack.
Yeah. So I think this is something interesting for Zhan Rui as well because it's first time at VSG, racing at VSG. Yeah.
Okay, but it seems that Zhan Rui and Val, they seem pretty close trying to pull out attacks on one another or trying to like outpace one another as well. Yeah.
Correct, yeah. So I think for them it will just be who can really last this hill, and then later there's a final competition and who can actually last the last small little hill before the sprint.
I see,
to the
So
finish.
looks like we're like 3/4 into the race, about halfway there. Then looking at the monitor, we are approaching the green zone already, passing through the red zone, which is the steeper hill part.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. So I think coming back to Philip, so I think no doubt Philip will take the win for today. And then as you can see, Afan, earlier when we were talking about him, the gap was 1 minute 11, now it's 1 minute 17. Unlikely that he will be able to close the gap unless he still has a lot in his tank. That's my opinion. Then we look at Zhan Rui and Ralph will be going for the third place this time. I think it will be interesting to see who will actually finish. And then we have Colin. So Colin, I think he told me that he gained a couple of kg just before this race. I think he was 60 something, so he gained a couple of kg. I'm not sure whether that's affecting him. And then we have Hu Chen as well. Hu Chen is just 30 seconds behind. And now the riders are all strung out already because the 3 hills we have split them. We see now Iman actually going past with Andy.
Yeah, I think also another rider as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, the one behind Iman.
yeah, correct. So I think they will be probably working together. And there's also a couple of them.
A couple of them
Yeah.
already catching up.
Yeah, so this is the group number 5 as you can see. Then it's really just down to who finishes the best out of the group. Because as a rider, if you are in this situation, I think your goal will be just to finish ahead of the group. You can't
that's true.
you can't catch the earlier people because 39 seconds with Colin Mitchell, maybe possible still can catch, but the rest of them it will just be I try to keep my legs so that I can out sprint the other riders at the end. Yeah.
I see, okay.
Yeah.
I like how they strategize because like they're trying to save energy just now.
Correct.
I think it's Andy. He's trying to save energy at the front so that when he gains the momentum, he will outspeed him. There's other competitor, which what he's doing now. I think it's
Yeah.
Atato on
Yeah.
the base, yeah.
Correct.
Which is what I see they're doing now. Then Philip is still at the front.
Correct. So I think Philip is going downhill
He's going
already.
downhill already, yeah.
He is almost completing the course already. So I think to him it's an easy.
It's an easy competition for him.
Yeah, it's an easy competition for him.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, I think the truth is this is a painful route, so it's really quite painful.
I can really tell, especially with the uphill stretch, downhill stretch. That's why it's called the hilly series or hilly elimination.
Yeah. Yeah. So
So right now, let's check on the other riders. Okay, Zhan Rui and Ralph, they are still all the way behind. Then we have Colin Mitchell.
yeah.
Okay. So Hu Chen. He's still trying to outspeed his other competitor. Then we have Iman also trying to catch up. Andy's also there.
Correct.
Yeah. And right behind Iman. Or rather Andy, he's having an attack. Let's go in to see who's the rider there. The one with green helmet. Oh.
Yeah. So that's Ian. So Ian is from Team Garcia. Yeah. So I think he's quite a light rider as well.
Okay, and we have James Hansen all the way behind. Samuel and also Martin. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's their strategy as well.
I think at this point in time, their strategy is just to,
Or just to like,
complete the race.
Complete the race, yeah.
Yeah, because at this point they are probably hurting a lot already. So it really depends. Yeah.
I think same goes with Daryl from VSG
Oh, he's from FNB.
or FB. Oh.
Correct. Yeah. I think there's a dash VSG because of the account naming.
Oh, okay. I see. Would there be any way to rename that account to FB? Because I think it can be quite confusing.
So what happened today morning was okay. Usually we won't do that unless it's the national competition, because it's so usually when the riders come, we'll change the first name, then we'll put them onto the bike as soon as possible. That's our priority. So sometimes the rider might come too close to the starting time, then we won't be able to actually set them up. So yeah, so I mean that's a consideration as well. But usually we will only like change that in the actual national competition. Correct. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, if you do this commentating long, eventually then yeah, like, you will know them. But for me, because I've been with virtual cycling actually from the start, so I kind of like know them lah.
Oh,
Correct.
I see.
Yeah,
Yeah, when you guys first started out?
we first started in March 2024 last year.
Oh,
So we
it's
have
very recent.
yeah, that's very recent. So
Yeah.
we just passed our 1-year-old birthday as only. Yeah. So as you can see here, maybe let's go to the front. We'll look at Philip. So I think he's safe. He'll be
Yeah,
going
he's very
downhill. He has a 1 minute 22 second gap. So and Afan here, and I just don't know whether Zhan Rui will actually catch up to Afan. So that's quite interesting as well.
Same goes with Valve. I think both Zhan Rui and Valve, they are like around the same speed or the same wavelength, I would say, with each other. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's just really the first place is actually set already. It's just see whether actually Zhan Rui and Ralph can actually catch up to Afan. I think at this point, if they work together, maybe they can. So in cycling, how it works, if one rider is in front, then you can essentially shield the back rider from the wind. So as you can see, they're probably, I don't know, will they work with each other? They are seated quite far in the room. So I don't know whether are they communicating outside because we don't know. I see they are taking
Now
turns.
taking turns already.
Yeah, but it's still 30 seconds, and the truth is, like, as you can see on the top right hand corner, 2.7 km left. Possible can catch back to close 30-second gap, but hard. Yeah, but hard. It's hard to close.
Yeah, it is quite hard.
Yeah, so I think it could be that Afan will be second, and then between Zhan Rui and Ralph, see who will take the number 3 position for the day. Yeah, and I think the rest of the riders, they are just behind, and I think it will be what it is. Yeah.
Will these riders collect any points or what to accumulate?
Oh yes.
Them for like elimination.
Yeah, so eventually not in this race itself, but after you complete a race, you'll be awarded VSG points based on your ending position. So eventually these points, they will be able to cash out the points based on a certain currency to Singapore dollars at the end of the year. So last year, it's a 1-to-1. If you clock 400 points, then you clock $400. So this year, we have tweaked that slightly in order to make it more accessible to everyone. So essentially, the VSG points that you earn over the series of 5 to 6 races, you can then cash them out at the end of the day.
Oh,
Correct.
I see.
Yeah. Yeah. So as you can see here, we are looking at Ralph and Zhan Rui. I think I don't know whether we can get the roam cam to eventually find them outside. I mean, if we can, then that's good. I think it'll be interesting to see the finishing between Zhan Rui and Ralph.
Yeah, I also agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay, seems like they're now going back downhill for Zhan Rui and Ralph.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe let's click on Philip Ambraster. I think he should be. Yeah, Philip is finishing. So as you can see, so congrats, Philips. Yeah. So congratulations.
Congratulations.
And then Afan will have 1 more km to go. Afan will be finishing. Maybe we can look at Afan crossing the finishing line before we change to Ralph and Zhan Rui. So Afan will be actually, I think he's taking it easy already. There's actually, there's no need for him to sprint because he's just 30 seconds behind. So I think, as expected of Afan from the national team, really very well done. And I think I won't say his body. He's not really a hill climber, but he did pretty well. He's actually represented Singapore in a couple of races, against the other Malaysian, Thailand national team as well. So kudos to Afan. So thanks for joining, Afan. So congratulations on your podium finishing. And then now we see Afan will be approaching the finishing line in about 400 meters to go.
I see. Then looks like now the speeds, some of them are turning orange and green for, like, example, Zhan Rui, Ralph, Colin, Wade, Matador.
Correct. Yeah. So I think Afan, he will just cruise to the finish line. But as you can see, if you see he's going 43 km per hour, that's actually still,
I think it's still pretty good.
yeah, that's still pretty fast.
I can see Matador is going at 64 km, which is actually pretty fast. Zhan Rui now 55.
Correct.
And looks like Afan's going to cross the finishing line very soon. So congrats Afan for
Yeah.
placing second.
And then Zhan Rui and Ralph, can we get the room cam? Okay, get ready. Oh, I think we are looking at attack now by Zhan Rui
Yeah.
from Crank Dynasty. Okay, so we are looking at Ralph. So on the screen is Ralph. On the screen is Ralph. Zanre is on the other side of the room. And congratulations,
Congratulations.
Zanre and Ralph. Well done. It was a nail-biting finish to the end. Congratulations to both. And then now we'll see the rest of the rider. I think if we go down to see the other riders,
Yeah, so I think after this race, Philip, Afan, Janwei, Ralph, and also Iman, they will also be taking a rest.
yeah,
Yeah, while we cheer the other racers or other cyclists to finish up.
yeah.
Okay.
So as you can see, Colin will be coming in. He will likely be fifth. So I don't know 17 second can they catch, but it's cutting very close. So yeah, the rest is still there.
Yeah.
But I don't know whether will they let Colin go or they still have the legs to actually catch him. The gap is narrowing, so 15 seconds now. But I mean they are one group, so you never know.
That's true.
Yeah,
Then we also have Matador, Wu Chen.
yeah, yeah. So here we can see, I think Reza. So yeah, I don't know why he put his name as Race Matador. That can be his new name, but he's Reza.
Oh,
So we seeing an attack from Hu Chen now. Oh, Hu
yeah,
Chen is
Chen
going.
is going.
Yeah, will he be able to catch Colin? I think Colin is about to
I
finish
don't think
already.
I don't think cannot lah.
Yeah,
Still have a bit. The gap is a bit too big.
yeah. So Hu Chen, well done, Colin, well done, Hu Chen. Yeah, and then now we see the riders
see the
are
other
finishing,
riders.
and Andy, very well done. Yeah, and then now we have Iman as well, and then Ian at the back. So Ian is a youth rider, I think, and well done to him. He only got the notice to actually cover his friend yesterday. So Ian will be finishing here.
Yeah,
And then-
seems that he's doing quite well.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, and behind Ian, we also have James, Samuel, Martin, Daryl,
Caleb.
Caleb. Yeah. I don't think the other riders like Daryl, Caleb, even they will be able to catch up because of the time difference.
Correct,
Yeah, the
correct.
distance is a bit too big. Okay, and we see Ian, he's approaching the finishing line very fast. He's now accelerating, and congrats to Ian,
Yeah,
who is now in 10th place. And then right behind him is James at 11th place. Okay, good job everybody. We still have a few more riders. We have Samuel, who is now approaching finishing line.
yeah,
Yeah. Actually, if we see on the left side of the screen, I see the finishing results. There is a little white line that is separating the top 10 riders
yeah.
from the rest. Yeah. So is there any indication on?
I
what
know,
is
I
happening?
think
No,
it's,
lah,
it just could be just to
some-
show the top 10.
Oh, okay,
Correct,
okay.
correct. Yeah. Yeah, so as you can see, they are slowly finishing up. So Daryl from FMB. I think I did this route last week. Let me see what time.
Oh, you did
What's
it well.
my timing? I think my timing was 52 minutes. Yeah. So
Oh,
so as you can see that, yeah, that's the, if I would have joined this race, I would have been trashed. Yeah. So we see the riders actually finishing strong. Yeah, Daryl now finishing, taking.
taking 14th place.
Yeah, but I wonder whether Caleb will actually, let's click on Caleb. We'll see whether Caleb can actually have the legs to catch up to him.
I think
yeah.
Caleb will be catching up to him because of the speed. But
It could be,
yeah.
So 400 meter sprint, if Caleb really start now, he can, there's
I
a
think
chance.
he can. Yeah.
Yeah, the gap is closing already.
Yeah. But I can see that
Yeah.
even Caleb, when he's trying very very hard to catch up with the distance, Daryl is still up front, not
Yeah.
letting Caleb take over.
Yeah, so 4 seconds ahead. As you can see, I don't know whether, I don't think so.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think so. So, congrats to Daryl
Yeah.
and 15th place.
Yes.
Then we have Caleb right behind him.
Yeah, so Caleb is 15. Yeah, so well done to Daryl, well done to Caleb. Yeah, I think as you can see on the screen now, so Caleb is one of our youth a rather junior rider in the VSG Academy, so well done to him.
Okay, we see event out at all the way in the front, then we have Sataya. But Sataya, there is a few seconds difference, so not really too sure whether he's able to catch up or not.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think Satya he won the elimination for Cat B last race. Correct. So yeah, so as you can see, the riders are now slowly finishing.
Okay, in place we have Van, good job, and then following which is Sataya.
Yeah.
Then we still have Roman, Jianfeng, Frank, Mill, and our last rider.
Yeah, VSG 20 is the Jing Kang. Correct.
Okay, I think Jianfeng is now taking it easy. Doesn't seem that he's accelerating. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he saved him in energy.
Yeah, so Jianfeng, I think he came quite late just now. He came in like maybe 5 minutes before the race closed, so I don't know whether that affected him.
Well, if he's joining the next phase, maybe hopefully he'll have time to catch up and gain the points.
Yeah.
Or there's always another race, the fifth series, or rather the fifth run of our series, the elimination series,
Yeah.
for him to catch up.
Yeah, so now we're looking at Frank. So Frank is from FNB Racing as well. He's finishing. Yeah, so that's Frank for you. As you can see on the screen, yeah. So that's how Frank looked like. So I think he's also a new member of FNB. That's why he's not wearing the jersey yet.
I see. Okay, it looks like Frank is accelerating, and he's in 20th place, but good job. Then right behind him we have Emil and Jing Kang.
Yes.
Yeah. Alright, good job to all of our cyclists, or rather our racers.
Yeah. So, and then now we have cheer on our final cyclist, Jing Kang.
Jing Kang.
Yeah. So
Come on, Jing Kang!
Yeah, well done to him.
Yeah.
So Jing Kang, it will be a tough stretch for him because he's now transiting to Cat B. So once you transit, you always end up closer to the bottom. So he'll need to work his way up. So anyway, so I think that will be the end. I think thank you all for watching for now. And then we'll come back at 10:30 later. We'll come back maybe 15-20 minutes earlier for the next stream for the Cat C, D and ladies, and hopefully I get to race as well. Alright, so yeah, any last words?
Nope, don't have.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
so yeah, so thank you and see you all later.
See you
Bye
guys.
bye.
Bye.